Dahanjo, I think we're up and rolling, huh? How's it going, everybody? Matt the Greeter. Whoop, that was not a snowflake. Yeah, we had flurries, just very tiny ones. I think it was yesterday or so. It's late November here in southwest suburban Boston area. And I don't know, we got a new landlord, new parking situation, so we'll see how sneaking in and out is going to be in the winter months on the Bug Smasher. You know, for those of you new to this, hate to dignify it by calling it a channel, but for those of you new here, you know, I was previously a all seasons rider here in New England. This was didn't really know much about road salt and all that stuff, so that's why if you look at my Bug Smasher 2009 Dyna Lowrider up close, it doesn't look that pretty. It's got a lot of pitting, tarnish and all that stuff, and it's the patina that's holding it together at this point. So anyhow, but now that I'm a little bit longer in the tooth here, I am a little more apt to actually put the cover on the bike now for you know, sometimes up to several weeks at a stretch, and it's been as long as a couple of months. So you know, if there's salt on the road, I'm not riding these days, whereas previously I just didn't even think about it. I was careful. This is in my mind, of course, because in reality, riding a motorcycle when there's rock salt anywhere is not actually being careful. But in my mind, I was being careful. I was blessed not to dump the bike in winter. Now I am a little more careful. It doesn't feel more careful, but I'm behaving in a more cautious manner. How about you guys? Anybody out there really abuse your bike without really realizing it back when you first got it or anything like that? Are you even in rock salt country? Maybe not where you are. We get the salt air coming in off the Atlantic Ocean, and we also get the salt all over the streets in the winter. So there's a lot of you don't see a lot of old cars that have been dailies here, unless you know, unless it's garaged and scrubbed and all kinds of stuff. Oh yeah, I'll not come back this way. This road's in pretty rough shape, actually. We never did fully dry out from the rain the other day, and there's nothing like a pile of wet leaves to bump you up a couple 100,000 views. Oh, I want to tell you about a chat. Let's do a shout out today, shall we? Yeah, now this might be my last you know, actual video for a little while, depending on when the snow flies. Anyhow, I am a new fan of a channel out of Pennsylvania called FG Rides. Wow, it's got something swimming over there. FG Rides. Look about the size of a snapping turtle, maybe. A little cold for a snapping turtle today. Anyhow, yeah, FG Rides out of Pennsylvania. So this guy, George, I'm very much enjoying his channel. So, you know, I haven't watched all his videos, but what I have watched, I've enjoyed. And so, you know, I got it back when I was on this Royal Enfield Hunter fixation, and I was like, oh, if I could add a cheapo to the stable that I could, you know, just pull out and ride, not worry about while the Bug Smasher's doing its high maintenance phase of life, then you know, maybe something like a Hunter 350 from Royal Enfield would do the trick. So yeah, I was doing some investigating and I came across FG Rides channel, and yeah, it's very enjoyable. I mean, you want to talk about some beautiful roads. Then talk about his channel, because he's riding in this absolute most beautiful part of the United States, one of the most beautiful parts of the United States. So I'd urge you implore you, beseech you to check out FG Ride's channel and tell him I sent you along. I don't know about the battery life here on my GoPro. You know, it's cold out, so it may not last, and I may get cut off. But he actually had a spicy episode a couple episodes ago where he did some ranting and raving against the church, and a specific church in particular. So I applaud his passion and willingness to speak out against what was just wrong stuff that was happening, you know, in his life and his experience in that particular church. And you know, I'm a church guy. I'm a youth leader, youth minister. I'm a worship leader, and but I'll tell you, that ain't my kind of church, you know, doing that sort of thing. So, but there's a lot of people that's their experience, and it's real hurtful. And man, I feel for you. There's a phrase called church hurt that's popular now, and yeah, but I got a friend who's like, well, it's not really church hurt. There's names attached, right? There's people in that church, and in some cases it's a systemic thing, in which case, yeah, like the church, you know, depending if you're, you know, end up in something that turns out to be a cult or something like that. Some of you guys think all churches are cults, but you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So anyhow, yeah, I appreciated his vulnerability in that particular video. One of the most pleasing things on his channel, one of the things I enjoy most about it, is he likes to find old dilapidated churches, you know, because frankly they're cool to look at. You know, nothing like an old, like, run down church. I mean, Arlo Guthrie, right? Alice's Restaurant, you know, back in those days they had that abandoned church, and they were living in it. Remember, they were throwing the garbage, and that's where he got his fine. Had veins in my teeth. Anyhow, yeah, but some of these old, but you can't deny it. Actually, there's a house near me that used to be a church, and you can see it in its bones, and it's pretty cool looking. Anyhow, that's it. I'm going to keep this one short because, yeah, I'm at the behest of a dying battery here, and I gotta honestly, you gotta pay attention to the road. So a lot of wet leaves and stuff, and you know what? It's the day before Thanksgiving, so we got a lot of people already slaking their thirst, and you gotta watch out for that. Some people gotta pre-medicate before they see the in-laws, you know. Oh, I heard a couple amens in the background there. If you don't have any crazy people sitting at the Thanksgiving table with you, it's probably you. Anyhow, FG Rides, tell them Matt the Greeter sent you, and I hope to get a good number of rides in this winter, but short ones. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Matt the Greeter, Bug Smasher, D-Cell Pop. Ooh, I could. Yeah. All right. I'm going to take this light for the very first time. Talk to you soon. Bye.